Hello. Is this working? Am I live? I'm gonna check right now on my phone that I got right here to see if I'm live. Uh, 1 second. Do I have to press play? As always, I'm not exactly ready for this. No, I am not live. Wait, you're hearing me, right? Don't play with me. Can people hear me? That's what I'm asking right now. Does my voice come off? Yes. All right. Perfect. Hello, everyone. How's it going? So today we're gonna be playing Company of Heroes. Let me know also if the game shows up. Yeah, no gaslighting me. As you might be able to hear, we got a new microphone now, and that should make my voice come off a lot better. Hopefully. Here we got ourselves Company of Heroes. I guess we'll just go straight into the campaign or something like that. I hope the game's at the volume works too for everyone. No idea what you're talking about. Let's see. I'll just start a new game. Why not? Have this going on in the background while we chat to ourselves. Are you gonna play Company of Heroes 3? I mean, I'm excited, I guess, to see it. But I'm probably gonna be like a few years behind on everyone. Hard? Should I set it to hard? You know what? Yeah. Let me go back and set this to hard. Okay, I gotta get past this loading screen first. We're off to a good start. But yeah, I mean, the main thing that I was kind of, it's a bit confusing why Company of Heroes 3 does not have an Italian faction. I know they're putting Italian units in there, but that's not the same, you know. Yeah, that's my opinion on Company Heroes 3, basically. I don't understand why I also heard a rumor that once again they're gonna do the two German factions, and you know, normally that's a whatever thing, but the fact that they're not doing an entire faction instead and still focusing on that, very bizarre. There's also the fact that they still have not done the Japanese Empire or like any of the forces of China, which is a very lost fun potential, you know. Ahoy. Hello. Welcome everyone. I hate when World War II games in Italy have zero Italians. Sniper Elite had an Italian faction, Italian campaign, and all the soldiers were German soldiers. It's so weird. I understand, of course, that it was a very complicated situation, especially Italy towards the later phase of their involvement in the war. It broke apart. But, I don't know, man. Things be weird. This has war in it? Yes, Company Heroes definitely has war in it, I would say. There are depictions of it. They stole that from Blue River's Revolution. Can we expect a Company Heroes 1 stream? Yeah, that was one I actually, you know, I mean, it makes sense that I would play it first. But yeah, I played that one as a teenager. I only recently got Company Heroes 2. Or at least I only recently started playing it for real. I mostly stuck to 1. But, I'm not that good at PvP or anything like that. So, I haven't really been noticing any true balance changes between the first game and the second game. And, I hope the subtitles are readable as well, because I've been talking over this entire narration. So basically, it's this, you play as this guy, I believe. Not this guy on screen, the one right before. and he's in a gulag now, but he was in the front lines before. WW2. Company Heroes 1 is fun, but no leaping mechanic. Yes, the leaping mechanic is very... makes a lot of sense to include. I like it a lot. That's where you can jump over cover.
First, I need to know the truth.
Depends on when it would be set. Yeah, after 1943, technically the Italians surrendered. They picked that date on purpose, yeah, so they wouldn't have to do the entire new faction, which reeks a bit of laziness, I have to be honest, but... Because what are they adding to Company Heroes 3 gameplay-wise? I never even thought about it. Yes, there's going to be a campaign map, but they already kind of had this. That was one of the expansion packs. The Adrianus? Yeah, something like that. Company of Heroes 2 is the reason we've been drawing the army girls in the last couple of days. Yeah. I won't dispute that claim. The World War II girls are good in general, if you want to get any sort of reach, I guess. Even in the already niche military girls kind of genre. The Russians hate Company Heroes 2. Yeah, it's a controversy I'm just barely aware about. You can clearly tell, like, a lot of things depicting the Soviet Union's involvement in the war from the West, especially. That it's based on Enemy at the Gates, that movie. Pretty much word for word sometimes, these sorts of scenes. Is it true or not? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on the Eastern Front besides what I've seen in literal movies and video games. Company Heroes 3 has the pause function, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, if they want to go a little more tactical with that, makes sense. I think it will be fun. I guess I just worry for online multiplayer when people start moving into that, even to play co-op with friends, if they'll be completely caught out of touch. Reaching and tank riding. I like that. I do like tank riding. That is a good change. Favorite faction in Company Heroes 2 is the USF. I love Sherman. Yeah, it's I'm not so good at the Americans. I'm even worse at the British. And it's funny because I used to be the best at the British in Company Heroes 1. Feels like they changed quite a bit of it. The Eastern Front is definitely dramatized with the one guy with a rifle at the there with the ammo stuff. It's what I assumed, yeah. And you kind of see it portrayed a little bit here. Like there's penal battalions, which this doesn't make it any better morally, but if I remember correctly, the charging forward and getting shot by your own side for retreating thing was specifically kind of a forced prison battalion kind of thing, not the rank and file, the normal conscripts. Again, that doesn't make it much better, because you went to prison for almost anything during those days of the revolutions of the 20s to the 30s. Constant purges, politically, such and such. Yeah, I'm focusing a lot on talking, so excuse me for not playing at my best. In which case, honestly, the campaign might be the best option for this kind of thing, rather than just a normal skirmish. I could not imagine playing online versus someone else and streaming. I am not that. My brain doesn't have enough neurons for that. The British and Company Heroes 1 were generally op, so they kind of cribbed into the ground. Yeah, well that explains it. Why are they not taking cover? So a bunch of normal dudes were in the penal battalions. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, it doesn't make it any better morally. Like, average guys were caught in the penal battalions. But that is one thing I heard, at least. I'm a little worried, honestly, of even, like, talking any more about it. Because I know so little about the facts and the history. I have to mention it because it's going to be depicted in this, of course. Is the game audio coming through fine? At least I haven't heard anyone talking about it, so it should be fine. Excuse me. groups. I'm gonna start sending control groups if a cutscene did not get me. I'm gonna take a little drink of H2O, excuse me. That's my Reddit science moment of the day.
Charge from the docks to the square. Once it's clear, we can bring in support to help crush the German armor that is sure to
Yes,
be
it's
waiting.
running fine. Thank you.
The
Hickabee, you're
fascists
always
are well dug in,
so helpful
but their persistence
with the
is
audio
no
cues.
match
Oh, my
for
voice got
Soviet zeal
fucked.
and our
Oh, sorry.
overwhelming numbers.
I'm trying to institute a no
Do not
swearing
be
rule, but I just
discouraged
broke it
by
right there.
few losses. Kill these fascists and show no mercy.
The early human wave attacks in 1941 were out of desperation, since much of the leadership was purged. Yeah, a lot of officers who served pretty loyally, the Red Army, that had any form of links to the old Tsarist government were purged in the 30s. It's a depressing situation all around, I have to say. The Soviet Union from the 10s to the 50s. The peak of life, quality of life wise at least. Yeah, that doesn't come until the 70s, 80s. Which coincidentally is when Soviet techno and electro started taking off.
More shock troops are available for deployment, comrade.
Alright, we got the shock troops now. Let's see. So, the big thing you might have noticed about this game, if you've never seen it before, is the cover system. Which is very fun. A lot of this game, as opposed to other RTSs, is focused mainly on positioning. And very anti-blobby kind of behavior. So, if you're not used to playing any sort of game like this, it's gonna be a bit of a change for sure. But it's so much fun. Yeah, the shock troops, I'll set to control group 1. Riflemen, I'll set to 2. Shock troops you want as close to the enemy as possible because they're armed with submachine guns. Which is good for close-up. Limited resource RTSs are a bane. Yeah, that's another thing. You're not going to really see it right now in this mission, but there's like almost no gatherer or economy to manage other than maybe reinforcing some command posts. Which, it makes the game very focused on like a lot of combat. And again, like the whole positioning thing. If you get cut off or flanked, your supply lines get cut, then you lose all the access to resources. Which is a passive generation thing.
Their HMG is down. Advance.
Let's see. So this, control group 2, all together. Very nice.
Comrade, those fucking howitzers are going to annihilate our troops. Move up, locate, and
I have to use my
destroy them
phone as
quickly.
to read the live chat, so I'm sorry if I'm missing a bunch right now. Assuming you played Dawn of War 2, I hear it's pretty like Company Heroes 2, is that true? Yeah. There's a lot of controversy with the Dawn of War series. There's a drastic kind of shift in focus of scale between 1 and 2. I started playing 2. I might play that more on stream because I've only completed the first mission so far. It might be fun. But basically, Dawn of War 1 focuses on a much bigger scale, and 2 kind of shrinks it down to a much more limited squad size and such. I think they both work for how their mechanics are designed. Just different focus. To the point that, you know, it might have been best to make them separate series. You know, call it like Squad Tactics or something, and then keep Dawn of War on the macro battalion level scale. Dawn of War 2 has good stories and campaign. Yeah, there's a lot of focus on more RPG mechanics. Alright, we gotta rescue the trapped civilians. Actually, yeah, so bring these guys back here.
German MG-42 up ahead. We should look for another flanking route.
This is like hard mode, but I don't feel like very challenged right now, so this must mean I'm a tactical genius. I placed on Company Heroes 2 is shock trooping and already. Yeah. I'm using tanks a lot more in 2 than I did in 1, which means they must have been upgraded of some sort. I'm assuming that's what that means, at least. Wehrmacht bunkers. Yeah, the MG nest. Very nice. Alright, they're like not focusing on me at all, so I can probably just run soldiers into there, right? That's what it looks like, yes. They're so focused on not living. You won't be saying this after you're on the second mission. No, I expect not. Can we expect an open lobby multiplayer stream? That would be very fun. Especially with like voice acting or something like that. I mean, did I say voice acting? Did I just describe conversations with other people as voice acting? Why'd I say that? I don't even voice act. Difficulty scaling in Dawn of War 2 is absurd. I'll have to see that.
Thank you, Commander. I thought we were done for.
Let's get these civilians back to the river. Go!
No problem, my friends, no problem. If there's anyone I love saving, it's civilians. It's probably the least controversial quote anyone's ever said in the Dawn. Let's see. The German infantry specializes in long-range sort of weaponry, which means, as a Soviet, yeah, a lot of your best strats are going up as close as possible. So ideally, you want to be a bit more covered than I did.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice. Artillery guns are down.
Here with expert AI ally versus viewers. I would never do such a thing. I would instead have us all go up against expert AI, like Seth did in his review.
Damage that tank.
You have a nice voice. Well, thank you very much, sir, Mr. Thomas Chen. I appreciate it. I've been told it multiple times in my life, especially as a drive-through worker when I was younger, that I had the voice for radio, but other people said I sound like a stoner, and that's also been an interesting opinion.
Comrade, requisition it for our own use.
I don't like the Wehrmacht in Company Heroes 2. If I do have to play it, I'll pick the Assault Infantry Doctrine. They're my best faction, I think, next to the Soviets. Followed by the Americans and Brits last. Oberkommando West I'm no good at. Let's see. Aren't I supposed to have more men? Where are they? Why are they all the way back here?
Another HMG.
Alright.
We need to blind it before we can attempt a flank. Use a smoke grenade.
Use a smoke grenade. Yes, and then we can sneak by here.
Before the smoke clears.
Smoke grenades are actually really good in this game. I just keep forgetting to use them. And in here, throw a grenade, and they are all set and done from a position of relative safety. Nice. You get over those walls and kill them. Very nice.
On that weapon, take possession.
Let's see. Now with this anti-tank gun, we just
Commander,
come right up here,
anti-tank
park
gun
around.
to the ruins and destroy that tank.
The individual soldiers animations, or the models I think they're called in terminology, they're amazing. It's so full of life. Like, just watching this. Okay, they're supposed to shoot. There we go.
Shit, must be deflection. Fire again. Shit, reload. Hurry.
Really hoping for a future Company Heroes game set in the Pacific Theater. I really hope so too. Americans, Japanese Army, British forces. Hopefully they add like anything from China. You can even do a lot with like separate Chinese factions. The nationalist Kuomintang and the communist faction. I understand they're probably a bit hesitant to do it because it's always hard covering something half a world away, especially when you don't speak the language or are able to read the sources there. That's probably the main reason why.
Fall back!
Bayonet charges, yeah.
By orders of Comrade Stalin, all who retreat are traitors to
Does this game have naval stuff? No. The most you'll get is like combat over like frozen rivers where you can just shoot at a tank and if you do enough damage to it, it'll just go down into the water. That's always a fun tactic to pull off.
Now, attack!
You could do a campaign for the Pacific. Yeah, the island hopping thing really fits well with that.
Machine guns, Commander!
A frontal assault is suicide.
You will attack the German line, or you will die by my pistol. Now move! Shock troops have arrived. Over there! Shock troops under attack! We're moving!
Let's see, how do we want to go forward?
Can now be used to crush the enemy.
Let's just call in more shock troops for now. Let's see. Okay, with this we gotta shoot that AT gun. Throw a smoke here. That should help out.
Waiting deployment.
Whoa, the game froze for a second. Well, that smoke grenade might just hurt me, actually, now that I think about it.
Another infantry squad.
At the very least, let's charge through here to get something, though. Grenade there. I like how the British and Company Heroes had different accents per unit type. Yeah, that's always been very fun.
One machine gun is down!
Perfect. Very nice. Alright. Is there anything else to take care of here? I mean, I guess we could wipe this out. It's not necessary, but why not? Alright. How do we want to do this? We do it from this position. I'm pretty sure this wall blocks the way from shooting there. So let's focus on wiping this out. We can even claim it. There we go. Now with that, we can move from this angle. And we come from here to here. We got two one-man units right here. Perfect. We'll just charge those forward and get a new shock troop squad. No worries. This is why I should never be any sort of infantry commander.
More of our troops have been lost.
I have the backseat gaming. Sorry, you're a micro hero. Micro your unit. Yeah, it's
Troops can now be used to crush the enemy.
I usually do. I promise. But you're not gonna see that here while I'm still figure out the streaming brain. Okay, I wanted you to shoot the vehicle, obviously. There we go.
Shock troops awaiting deployment.
Charge forward into there. Charge forward into there. We're gonna point this here. I'm cheating a bit because I know Panzers come soon. Hero getting the Soviet commander mindset. Hello from Spain? Well, hello yourself. Never actually met a Spaniard before. I hope you're having a good day. Alright, where's the Panzers? There it is. Okay. Move this right around here. Move this one right around here. We're not marching any soldiers forward right now because that's a death sentence. At least, you know, for no possible gain. Is that shooting? Yeah, that's shooting. Okay. Something is getting done.
Shock troops can now be used to crush the enemy. Shock troops have arrived.
Oh, hello from Taiwan. Ah! I see.
That's it. The Germans are starting to break.
Have I ever told people the story about So a lot of people confuse Taiwan and Thailand, right? Because they're very similar sounding countries, relatively close to each other. The thing is, a lot of people immediately apologize after and go like, "Oh my God, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. It's I didn't mean to do that." And it's like, no, it's fine, because it's easy to confuse Taiwan and Thailand. I know that because my own great-grandpa. My great-grandpa was fleeing China during the 50 Civil War as a young teenager, somewhere like, I don't know, he was like 14, 15, something like that. His mom sent him away on a boat, or at least to the ports, to flee the encroaching communist forces. And, you know, he confused, I'm assuming, somehow, the boat for Taiwan with the boat for Thailand. And he ended up in Thailand instead of the Nationalist Republic of China with his own, you know, countrymen.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if they sounded the same in Chinese is the thing. He just got on the wrong boat.
We won a glorious victory that day.
Glorious.
But luckily for him, there were a lot of other ethnically Chinese people in Thailand.
When did you begin to lose faith in the cause? When we first met you,
To the point
were
that,
a true believer.
In my men.
According especially to any other Thai people I meet, they say the phrase "Na men kun jin a here le," which is a very vulgar way of saying Chinese face. My friends from Thailand always refer to me as "Na men jin a here le." Thailand in Chinese is pronounced Taigo. Thank you. I was always wondering that my entire life. It's like I barely know any Chinese too, so it's another fact to know. So it is very similar. But yeah, as a joke topic, that actually happened to my ancestors, and that's why I ended up in Thailand. And then eventually,
Major Borodin has been released
despite
from competent
3 generations of the family being in Thailand, my dad could not handle the humidity and the heat, and so he focused on immigrating to the United States as soon as possible.
Again. We no longer have the
And that
resources
made
to
me.
hold the Germans here.
But sir,
I grew up in
we have
America.
to slow them down. We
Grew
can
up in New
fight
England.
for the civilians to
Now I'm
escape.
here
Isakovich,
in
Lev Abramovich,
Italy.
Comrade Colonel.
and I even hesitate to say that because
Not
I despise rootless cosmopolitans more than anyone. But the fact of the matter is, I am nothing if not having morphed into that, unfortunately, for my nationalistic tendencies. But hey, just the lesson there, I think, is normalize being a nationalist for the country you live in, or plan to live in at the very least. It's just the most respectful thing to do, I guess.
Let's go, comrades!
So, focusing on learning Italian right now. Imparato e nuove parole
Lieutenant Isakovich,
tutti i giorni.
while out on
I
men
learn new words
continue
every
to
day.
load the train, Your unit will be tasked with evacuating
China
and
number
destroying
one.
any remaining military assets. First,
Do you eat pasta with chopsticks? No. But my wife has managed to do some very fascinating fusion food. Mainly with udon rice noodles. Mixing that with like traditional Italian meat and ingredients is fantastic. Who knew?
take those
Great.
conscripts and use them to replenish our shock troops by the front line.
Let's see. Alright, what am I doing here? I did not pay attention at all. Alright, we're gonna help out here. Damn, I kind of don't like this mission. I don't think I'm gonna like it very much either, even though I did play this one before. When would Hilo drive an Alfa Romeo Fiat Ferrari? I'm really excited to drive a Ferrari one day. I mean, not a Ferrari, a Fiat. Of course, there's the classic Fiat 500, which is very fun, but there's also the Fiat Panda, which is a much more boxy sort of 80s or 90s design, I'm assuming. That does look very good still. I'm a fan of it. Can I merge into this squad? Yes, so. Wait, where are all my squads? I swear I just heard someone say, "We are here to die, comrade." These guys are getting annihilated. What the hell? I like to actually manage a successful retreat instead of this more tutorial-ish missions. Replacing flour noodles with rice noodles lets us do wonders for your carb intake. So, the lesson there... I don't know why I keep starting phrases with the lesson here. I have a new like autistic hyperfixation word phrase every few weeks. The lesson there is the ingredients in general here are a lot less, I mean that's a buzzword, you know, processed, but they are. So no matter what you do, you're gonna lose weight, especially coming from America, if you just eat locally prepared food, especially in Italy. I believe I said this on an earlier stream before, but something very telling is there was once like a financial paper, I guess for like economicists, complaining about the lack of foreign import infrastructure in Italy. Which is to say that they do get like, of course, like imported goods, but a lot of the roads and the infrastructure is built for local town and regional production and distribution. You eat the same stuff that's made in your region, which is the opposite of a lot of other what do we want to say, the first world countries, even though it's a lot less healthy, of course, for people even. So yeah, by structural limitations, the people here in this country specifically are very encouraged, yeah, to eat very fresh goods, which is a amazing thing. It does wonders for the health of the locals. Which is a funny lesson, I guess, that the more you overdevelop, I guess, your import-export trade ratio, the worse things kind of get sometimes. Depends, of course. I'm not much of or I'm not sure if this makes me a pro-autarky kind of person, you know, where everything is produced in a nation for consumption. But at the very least, I'm pretty big on food self-sufficiency being probably pretty important. Because yes, trading, of course, is still a good thing. But when it comes to food, the more local it is, the fresher it is. And of course, in any times of crisis, you can supply food to your own people. I think so. Be Americanized. It's a very complicated issue that I'm still thinking about a lot. I still identify as pretty American, but especially to the Italians, you know. Oh, of course, first thing they think is like, oh, he's like an Asian guy, and depending on how I dress that day, they guess like the national origin. But the second I start talking my very accented Italian and explain I'm American, they're very like, oh, he's American. So I'm like, yeah, identity-wise, I'm pretty American. I don't know, you know, how when sort of nationality changes occur, but you know, I don't mind being a American my whole life.
They're trying to flank us.
But
We can't hold this position.
though I want to be as respectful of a resident at least as possible. If the locals of the country wish to accept me as one of their own nationality, then yeah, of course, you know, it's not a favor I'm gonna
Supplies at all costs.
refuse. But I also don't want to seem ungrateful, especially to my former. Why did I say former? Yeah, that might be telling in the brain mindset. I don't want to be ungrateful to all the great Americans I know, from my family to all my friends and all my acquaintances. Because to be frank, Americans have been doing nothing but taking L's recently, especially socially. So, if I can at least do one thing for my fellow Americans culturally, that'd be nice. Because it's been cultural chaos for quite a while now, of course. We're losing this. That's not a good thing. I want to lose these supply trucks. Probably reinforce some of these buildings now I think about it. Retreat, hero? Who needs to retreat? Do I have to retreat? Oh, I gotta protect the supply truck, right? I can't retreat now. Trying to screw with me?
The fascists are gaining ground. Don't let them push
Where's
you
my
back.
grenades? Why do I not have grenades?
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Fun fact to help with this mission. Merge conscripts gain the attack and damage model of their parent unit, but not the defensive stats. Yeah, I remember that. Like, so like any assault squads, any conscripts you merge into assault troop squads, they don't get their nice body armor stats. Let's see. Yeah, let's reinforce some of these squads. What's going on here?
Forces capturing supply sector.
Oh, that's not good.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Well done, Comrade Lieutenant. The supply trucks are moving out.
Conscripts don't have grenades. Put conscripts into that squad. Like the house with the more windows, more stone buildings. Oh, the amount of windows actually decides? That is so cool. I see, yeah. More wide houses, the better.
Sir, we can use some of this equipment to hold off the Germans, or even aid the evacuation.
Oh fuck, they're getting annihilated here.
Having those assets fall into German hands. Destroy them at once.
At our disposal. More of our troops have been lost.
That's not so fun. Alright, I gotta make some ground to destroy these howitzers. Where's my engineers? Alright.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
You know, I was thinking this was a good stream choice, but my attention is very divided, I have to say.
Conscripts at our disposal.
The conscript things for this entire game, not just this mission. Yeah.
You will need those engineers to destroy the remaining assets. Keep them safe.
Oh, I know. Okay, at least we're making ground here. We're doing good. Alright, let's destroy these howitzers. Alright, things are happening.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Alright, where's my... The headquarters is so far back. Alright, those guys are retreating. These guys are coming in. Very good. Detonate? How do I detonate? Oh. Let's retreat these guys to... Please leave. Okay, they're having trouble figuring that out, but... Shift-click waypoint system. Reinforce the engineers with the conscripts? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Wait, these aren't broken yet? Why? Please reinforce the engineer squad. Is it because they're building that? There we go. Alright. They just don't feel like it right now, I guess. That's fine. Please plant the demolition charge. What's going on here? Okay. Are people out of range of that? These guys are very, like, glitchy. They seem very stuck constantly. Alright, they won't move out of there, so I hope that's safe.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
Alright, please, now, merge into them. Yes, that works now. Alright, armored vehicles. What's next? There? Perfect.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
We'll come from this direction. Have these guys hold out here. Friendly firemen. Alright, things are going pretty good here. Where's the other conscripts? There we go.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Perfect. Things are going great.
Well done, comrade. We have denied the Germans access to any of our supplies.
Sir, they are bringing in vehicles.
We have a special surprise for the German bastards.
But sir, our troops.
We are out of time. Detonate the explosives.
Special surprise. Keep shock troops alive? Do I have shock troops? I did not even know.
That will hold them off.
I just
for now,
realized.
But they won't give up that easily.
Let's retreat these guys and the heal
may
them.
fall to the fascisti, but all they will find is smoldering ruins. Fall back towards the
Hello,
train
hero.
yard and
Hello.
position flamethrowers for your engineers.
From what I've heard, Italy has more accessible firearms ownership than most of Europe. Do you intend on pursuing a license for historical collecting, or is it too much trouble? Right now I'm focused on getting my papers, you know, all in order first.
Use it to
Then after that, you know, I can apply for citizenship, I believe after 5 years, or something like that. And then from there, I'm pretty sure I can look into getting a gun license. But yeah, like, you know, I'm assuming I should probably become a... the order priority first is making sure that I have permanent stay access. Oh, people were here. I didn't know that. Equip engineers with flamethrowers. Where are my engineers? Oh, they're retreating.
Conscripts at our disposal.
Okay.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Engineers. There we go.
Supply lines have been cut.
Shock troops are not good for garrison ammo or an ASMG based unit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Done. Have them torch the surrounding fields. Leave nothing for the Germans.
Let's see. Light the houses? Alright. Sounds good. Let's just march forward. Things will probably be fine. Let's set at least one control group. Please take cover behind the walls. I promise you'll feel good. Alright, things are going pretty alright here. Good night and good luck, hero. 1:30 in Taiwan. Oh yeah, have yourself a great night as well. I'll complete this mission first before I drop out. Should be pretty close, I think.
This is madness. This is our town. Our lands.
Oh, is this the one where... Yeah, this was also a very controversial mission to Russians. And to be frank, it is kind of... It's hard for me to imagine them willingly burning townspeople alive. I feel like they would evacuate these homes first. Or it wouldn't be too hard to convince people to evacuate these homes. But, what do I know? Things are different out there. In the Orient. Or the Near Orient. Sometimes the houses catch fire and sometimes they don't. I guess it's 2 for each of them.
We cannot waste any time.
Why are you going around that way? Please come this way.
The Germans are advancing through the fields. Comrade Lieutenant, torch the fields before they push through.
Okay.
We've doused the fields with gasoline. Be careful, comrade.
Take the fields to the north and south? I see. I'll probably just rush these guys for you.
Forces are capturing our supplies. The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
There we go. Perfect. Please don't kill this engineer.
Hurry, comrade. We cannot waste any time.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Where's the other field? Over here. Okay.
We will tell our grandchildren of
I'm gonna need a squad from over here to help me out. Or maybe... Okay, it's faster if I just keep them there and take these guys.
We cannot let the Germans advance. Torch the fields now. Good job, comrade. Fritz will regret ever
That's
stepping
definitely
foot
a
on Soviet
demonetization war cry moment. Well, there we go.
Our disposal. You have done well holding off the fascisti, but we still need more time.
Oh, not yet.
The Germans will try and push through the town using armored vehicles. Place mines and demolition charges along the roads to stop their advance.
Yes, I remember this.
Time to work, comrades.
Alright, let's reinforce all these people.
Building complete. Sir, mines won't be enough if their vehicles push through. We can use those T-34s to...
Negative. Those assets are acquired elsewhere. Make do with what you have.
We gotta hold out here.
Quickly, comrade! Place some mines on the roads! Mines on set! Killing us! Some mines!
Let's see. Where's the other engineer squad? Please build more mines. Let's see. Should I call in another conscript squad? Yeah, that makes sense.
Ready your weapons, comrades, and remember, the train yard must be protected at all costs.
Alright, alright. I'm pretty comfy with what we got right here.
Shit! Ibat, kapat!
Give me another mine right here.
Place more mines on the roads. More German vehicles are sure to come.
Is one of the best songs in the game. Yeah, it's the music in this game is very well done. I'm just constantly hyped.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Yeah, more mines there. Where's my other engineer squad? There we go. Why is it not reinforcing? Population cap reach. Well, that would do it.
Neutralizing a sector.
German scout car!
Whoa.
West Road!
Alright, that went good. Where are these guys? Okay.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Built another mine there. Never like putting mines because I'm too dumb to remember to mine. Or to use the ammunition for nades and upgrade. Especially for the US forces, yeah. How you equip from the ammo rack. It's a different ball game.
The sector is at risk.
Everyone tends to prioritize Panzerschrecks and bazookas instead. Oh shit. Let's merge. Perfect.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice. We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Another scout car coming in!
Scout car, okay.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
Oh, we lost a squad there. Okay. Not so good.
More of our troops have been lost.
The mine's there.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Why does he not die?
The enemy has killed another infantry squad. Fresh conscripts have arrived. Our command post is under
There's an
assault.
entire army loss. Not so bad. Let's see. I got enough mines there that I'm pretty sure we're good for now.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Fresh conscripts have arrived.
They shoot if I put them in that building?
Our headquarters is taking
see.
enemy fire. We have more conscripts at our disposal. We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Why is there an engineer model all the way up there?
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
And they are all in here, huh?
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, I should have bought the medics. That would have helped a lot. There should be some mines there, right? Perfect.
We have more conscripts
I didn't kill
at our
them.
disposal.
I don't know what to do from there. Oh no, we're good.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Not bad, not bad. Oh, ammo box, I don't care. Your shock trooper dying. Yes, I noticed the objective. I'm very sad.
Soviet HQ now includes
That's a lot of vehicles
but only
I don't have an answer to right now. Oh, nice. Alright, I just need one more engineer. Please.
combat engineers are standing
There we go. Now I just plant this right behind him.
at our disposal.
Should be good.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Perfect, perfect. Another one here for when they come in. Did I buy 2 engineers? I don't need 2 engineers. There we go. Perfect, perfect.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat. Fresh
Some mines there. Not bad. Perfect.
conscripts at our disposal.
Alright, we need another mine here. And we need one on the left. Perfect. Okay, okay. They both chose not to come the direction I was expecting them to. Not good. Alright, let's not put mines there. They're going schizo.
Sir, they have tanks. We won't be able to stop them.
There is nothing more you can do. Fall back to the bridge.
Oh, okay. That's all my units selected, I'm pretty sure. I love how a single explosion in the middle map can cause the debris to fly. Oh, it's fantastic, yeah. Just how chaotic battles feel in this.
The enemy has killed another infantry.
Can't wait for Pizza Tower. What is Pizza Tower? Now, if I was a forums poster, I would say that is a grim dark moment. I was a TV tropes modder. A Wario-like game? Oh, I thought you were like... I thought Pizza Tower was like a monument or whatever it was fought over in World War II. Alright. Well, I think for now that's a good spot to close it off on. I would like to thank everyone very much for joining in. And I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you very much for tuning in.